Okay, today I'm going to do a really early Facebook Live because I'm actually going to go for a hike in about an hour. So yay, so exciting. Okay, so today I was thinking of talking to you, sticking to the theme of reading and talking to you about Bloom's Taxonomy because I was thinking about children at school and I was thinking about how a lot of the parents, we have reading schemes at school, and obviously there are levels to reading schemes. So, parents are thinking, oh, my kid's only at level 2, it's not good enough, and things like that. And so they're trying to rush these, trying to rush through these levels. But so what I really want to talk about today is that reading isn't just about the words on the page. It's not about how well and how fluent your child reads. It's really, in the early stages, what we're trying to develop is great comprehension for your children. And great comprehension comes with understanding how to question them, comes with understanding how they answer questions and do they really understand the text. And a lot of parents may go, oh yeah, but I have asked them, things that are in the story and they can tell me exactly what's in the story. But comprehension is not just about that. Comprehension is so much more. It's about critiquing, it's about judgment, it's about combining information and analysing it and seeing if you can come up with different solutions and different ways. So I'm actually going to introduce you to something called Bloom's Taxonomy today. And that's something that, all teachers know, and we all, and we've been using it in the classroom. And I thought maybe it would be good for parents to actually be more aware of how Bloom's Taxonomy works so that they can develop their children's critical thinking. So there are 6 levels of Bloom's Taxonomy to get children to critically think, and they are, it has been revised, but the new version is remembering, understanding, applying, analysing, evaluating, and creating. So those are the 6 levels. So in remembering, it's basically getting questions from the text where they can just regurgitate the information. So questions where the answers are directly from the book. For example, the cat in the hat. You could say, the child could read "The cat sat in the hat," and you could ask, well, where did the cat sit? And the child could explain, oh, the cat sat inside the hat. So that is remembering. It's remembering the information that you have just read to the child, or your child has just read to you. The next stage is understanding. So it's where your children consume the information and they construct meaning from that information. So for example, you could ask them to retell the story. That is something where they're understanding it. You could ask them to summarize the story. You could even ask them stuff like, what do you think the moral of the story is when you finished reading the text? Applying. So what does applying mean? It just means applying what they know about the story applying what they understand in life to the story. And a simple question is, how do you explain, I don't know, say for example, the word volcano, in a text, where inside the text there'll be an explanation of volcanoes, and so you're asking the child to analyze the information and then explain it to you. Applying the information. Did I say analyze for the whole time? Well, I meant applying, sorry. Okay, so the 4th one is analyzing. So it's basically breaking up the information that you have in the text and then analyzing it as separate parts to the whole information. And so good questions to ask in the story would be, why do you think you know, this particular situation happened, what must the character be feeling right now, and why do you think that the character is feeling that way? You know, can you predict what happens next? Is a great one to ask, because then they're really thinking, okay, well, what's happening in the story right now and what could happen next? So these are levels of information, levels of questioning that that raises a child's critical thinking skills, actually. And then the fifth one is evaluating. So evaluating means that you are critiquing, you're judging, you're, you know, giving your own opinions about a certain thing. So, you know, something that you could ask when you finish reading the story, or when your child has finished reading the story to you, is, what did you like about the story? You know, what didn't you like about the story? How would you feel if this happened to you? You know, is there a better solution to the story, or is there a better ending? Do you think there might be a better ending? And did you like the ending? I mean, these are all evaluating questions where they're thinking, well, you know, it's their own opinion at the end of the day, and that's what evaluating is. And then lastly, it's creating. So the creating is combining everything that they know about the story, about the text, and making something new out of it. So that's what creating means. And you know, a good question to ask about creating would be, can you think of an alternative ending to the story? You know, can you create a story? Can you create the next series to this story? So yeah, so that's Bloom's Taxonomy for you. Bloom's Taxonomy isn't just for reading, it's actually for a lot of things, and us teachers, we actually use it across the board in every single learning area, and it's foundations for critical thinking. So yeah, I hope you got, you know, something out of this today, and have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.